Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I have here I have a mixture of backlog cars and cars that I've picked up from the junkyard. The Porsche 959 is a junkyard car that I picked up recently. In fact, I went to the junkyard a couple of trips ago and I picked up that Porsche Carrera GT over there and this 959 at the same time. Couldn't leave them both behind because I love Porsches, and they're both way too valuable to just leave for the junker. I also picked up this RX-7. This is a modern RX-7 twin turbo. Oh, not twin turbo, I think it's just a single turbo, but still. I did have a request for an RX-7, and now I can fulfill that with a modern one since I did a modded version of an old school RX-7. The Smith 1500 is one that I pulled out of storage and did. I just wanted to bang it out. It has a 2-carb V8 engine in it. I could have put more powerful engine in it, but that's probably more than good enough for a truck like this. I did change the wheels. It had like the basic, I think basic 2 rim on it, which looks terrible. So I gave it some nicer ones that look cool. And I also changed the paint and put the stripes on it. I think it looks sharp. It looks nice. I'm not going to keep it, of course. It's not particularly valuable. About 84 grand it looks like. But I'm going to go ahead and sell that later. This over here is a Dodge Charger, and I'm in the mood to work on another nice old school V8. Since I did the one for that Smith over there, I'm going to do this. So I'm going to hold on to the RX-7 for a little bit, and I'm going to do this Charger, and we'll get those all knocked out. Let's see here. I did a Charger a while ago, and it's been a little while, so I feel like doing another one. This one appears to have a livery on it. I have to see what that looks like when it's cleaned up. I've done a little bit of work on it already. I replaced the interior, the gas tank, the exhaust, the radiator battery, and brake servo. Just have the rest of the mechanical work to do. Okay, Charger stuff. And we're going to need plates. Okay. The shape of this thing is reminiscent of the Roadrunner, except it has kind of a curve, because it goes up and then down and then up here again, and the Roadrunner is more straight. And the Roadrunner has these indents, but they're like back here behind the door jamb. Yeah, I like the Roadrunner better, but these are all good. This blue is not bad. It's kind of like a seafoam blue-green. We'll probably just go ahead and stick with that. There, that's the stripe that's on it. And it claims this is the factory color. I think I'll go ahead and go with a stock one on it. We're going to change those rims too. Those are the Bolt Atlanta rims. We're going to change those to something else. It's too bad I don't have room in here at the moment for a Roadrunner. I think I have a couple of Roadrunners still in storage. It would be interesting to put these side by side and compare them. I think the engine that's in this car is the V8 mag, and I was considering swapping it for the Hemi, for the V8 Hemi, but I don't think I've built a V8 mag in a while. Not exactly sure what kind of numbers it has, so I may just stick with that. We will, of course, upgrade it. So I did say the car would be stock before, but it's not going to be totally stock. So has anybody tried the Chrysler DLC? It only has 2 cars in it, which I think is pretty disappointing. The 300 is interesting. The Chrysler Cordoba is kind of a big old boat of a car. Not particular. Neither of them are particularly exciting to build, though. They haven't released performance parts for them yet, which is what I'm hoping for. Like they did with the Mercedes, because the Mercedes cars came out without any performance parts specifically for them, and they patched it in a little while after the Mercedes DLC came out. So I'm hoping they will add those, some performance parts, like particularly the exhaust pieces and the manifolds for the Chrysler cars. Well, I didn't really think about it ahead of time, but I kind of decided I'm just going to take everything off. The car is going to be an empty shell. We'll take out that engine block. It looks like I can see the timing chain and the cam gear there. So there's a camshaft and a crankshaft in it. Don't see, well, there's probably pistons in there too. But we'll probably be building that engine largely from the ground up anyway. What's in there? I don't see any pistons, which means the crankshaft. No, it's got the timing thing still attached to it, and I can't get that from here. Yep. So there's no pistons in there. Goody, goody, goody. We're going to have a bit of a fire sale when this is over. Let's see what we have here. Timing chain, cam gear, camshaft, crankshaft, block. Alright, so now we have to just process our way through all this stuff. It's going to be 4 smalls. Let's see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 regular. Let's go ahead and clear out the brakes. And we'll get the front, oops, I only bought one, get the double wishbone shock absorbers, because we're going to need to build 2 of them. Okay, wheel hub 4. So for this we need 2 front, 2 hub 4, 2 bearings, and 2 caps. And we're going to need to get the tie rods, and the rack, and the sway bars. I'm pretty sure they're going to be sway bar B. Not sure about the front end link though, or the front sway bar. They're going to be B because A is only for front shock absorber A. Yeah, front sway bar B. I'm just going to go ahead and buy all the leaf spring stuff, because sometimes you can repair bits of them. I think in this case we probably repair like this and this. I have to replace the rest of it anyway. Might as well just buy it all. Let's get the clutch. Drive shaft we can probably repair. And I want V8 OHVF, which is, why have I not filtered it? Come on now. There we go. Okay, what else? V8F, rear shock absorber B. Okay, the rest of this stuff we'll try to repair. Yeah, I just realized that's V8 OHVC, which is the block for the Hemi engine. I hope I don't need to buy Hemi pistons, because I just bought a whole bunch of pistons that I don't need if that's the case. Let's see. Didn't repair that, bummer. And I didn't repair the cross member. Bottom solid. And a front axle knuckle cover. Oh, and I need that rear axle knuckle housing B. Okay, we should be all set on mechanical parts. Now let's go pick out a new set of rims. And I want to, let's see what we get first. I got to be 16-inch. And I want to do something, maybe the retro ones. Something like this, but chrome. Yeah, let's do that. I think that'll work. No, I'm not super sold on that one. Maybe let's look at. I've used this before. This one I think would be good. Let's do this. We'll chrome these out. And those got to be 16-inch, 235 60 16. That's 1, and this is going to be 2. 3. And 4. I wish I had 2 balancing machines. I would definitely make use of them. Okay, 235 60 16. 235 60 16. So I did buy the correct size. For a second I was worried. Just have one more to balance after this one. So this is going to want the V8C arms, which means it's not going to be the full-size alternator and pump either. It's going to be like power string pump F and alternator, the I6 alternator. Whoa. Oh, I didn't have any clips. I don't know why I thought I had clips. Yeah, V8C arm. And there's the belts for the C. I'm going to make sure I have the right ones before I buy them. Yep, alternator I6. And pump F, that's what I thought. And I'm going to need a fan. It's probably going to be, well, there's going to be rad fan A or rad fan OHV. Rad fan B, okay. The other engine that I built, the V8 two-carb engine I built for that Smith engine over there, that was all OHV stuff. So the radiator fan in it was the V8 OHV fan, as opposed to rad fan B for this one. I'm getting myself out of sequence here, but I'm gonna button this part of the engine up, and then I'm gonna go back to get that last tire, and we'll assemble the car so that we can drop the engine in it. Because I don't have cylinder heads or manifolds or anything for this. Yeah, engine head, let's see, engine head D, okay, we'll come back to that. I want to get the car assembled before I don't want to end up with a complete engine and the car isn't ready for it. But since we have everything we need here, this shouldn't take too long to slap all this stuff together. Yeah, I definitely think that looks better than the rims that were on it. Definitely looks better. Okay, it's starting to look like something now. All right. It actually looks like it looks all completed, doesn't it? And of course we know it isn't because there's no engine in it, but it sure looks really good now. Let's see, I'm going to buy a starter because I know I don't have one. And if we just need to go finish that engine up. And what were those heads again? They were like, that's not what I want. Those are V8 OHVD. Oh, we're not going to get them here. So there's A and B. Manifold's going to be up here. Spark plugs are on the side, so that means I need to get ignition wires V8 from the performance shop. What is this? Manifold D? At least we can get that here. I see push rods. Push rod F. You know what? That's the wrong set of ignition wires that I bought. Oh, lovely. Intake manifold D. No. Man. Maybe I should have gone ahead and built the other engine instead of this one. This is definitely less painful because it has a rocker arm assembly instead of 16 individual rocker arms. Let's see, air filter base V8F. I bet it's D. I bet it's going to be air filter cover D. Air filter F. There wasn't an air filter F in here. I hate not being able to put performance parts on an engine. Yeah, I definitely should have built. The Hemi. Could put a lot more performance parts on that one. Air filter cover D. Engine head cover D. I had to narrow that down some. There was too much in that screen. There are the yellow ones. I still don't even know which freaking wires I need. Why is it not having me put the wires on, I wonder? I guess it's waiting for me to button up the other cylinder head. Those are wires D. Okay, we're all set there. Front exhaust section V8D. Something I really hate that you can't get performance, like in every car you can't get performance exhaust from front to back because they don't have a performance version of this V8 OHVB pipe. So you have the performance exhaust, and then you have a non-performance pipe, and then everything after that is performance again. It bugs me that they don't have those. I wonder if I'd have. It's too late now. I should have built the Hemi engine though. I think the OHV Hemi would have been a better choice. But anyway, this is what we have, and it's 100%, so we can go test it now. Starting with 375, I think we should get over 500 at least. Not too bad. Almost 600. To double that, it would have been 750 horsepower to double it. So we're a long way from double, but still, that's a nice increase. Okay, we'll go ahead and take this thing out and take it for a drive real quick. Okay, let's take a look at it outside. Yeah. I definitely like the way. I think chrome rims look good on pretty much anything. I definitely like the way it sets off the color of the car. They seem to be even more reflective out here than usual. I wonder if that's a thing, or I'm just imagining it. Okay, let's see how hard it is to keep this thing in a straight line. Too bad. It's not pulling very badly the way some cars do. We'll probably get up around 150, I think, or more. So we're not 150. 150-ish is about as good as we should expect here. I mean, I could get higher if I messed with the gearing, but I don't really care about that. That's not what I'm doing this for. So yeah, definitely nice. Drives real well. Lots of power. Not too shabby at all. Okay, cool, we're done. And we're going to go ahead and sell all of these cars. Not the RX-7, we'll do that later. But these are all ready to go. So the Charger is 96,000. Yeah, almost 100 grand. I wonder if it would have been. I wonder how it changes the value if you change the engine. I suspect that it does, but I'm not sure how it works. I really need to experiment with it one time. Build a couple of these cars with different engines in them, and see what kind of value they come out with. Because and the mileage definitely affects the value of a given car. So let's get rid of that. And the Porsche Carrera is done. It's been sitting here gathering dust for a few days. It's $362,000 and change. The factory color on this car was white. I left it white. Yeah, 362 grand. Poof. And then the Smith 1500 with the V8, 2-carb V8. That's a nice engine. I like building those. Even if I'm tired, even if I don't really enjoy push rods and rocker arms, I do enjoy building that. And this car takes a bunch of, well, truck rather, takes a bunch of different types too. I should experiment with them. The factory color on this was this dingy color, and I brightened it up, and I put the stripes on it. I think it looks really nice. We'll go ahead and sell this for 84 grand. And that leaves the Porsche 959, and this car is relatively low mileage, so this is a lower mileage one, so the value is high. It's like 1.3 million, almost 1.4 million dollars for this car. This is one that I will always pick up and do because I like them so much. Poof. I do have one in my personal collection, so I'm happy to pick them up and sell them now. So that will go ahead and wrap this one up, and we will be working on the RX-7 next time. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your spending your time here with us, and I hope to see you again here for our next Junkyard adventure. So on that note, bye for now.